Hello, boys and girls. Trouble in paradise for the Democrat Party. Well, not the Democrat Party. It's just an unfortunate Democrat who happened to believe all women, me too, is just the latest victim of this witch hunt, and that's what it is. Because I have a policy when it comes to accusing somebody of rape. That's very serious. We do not want rape to occur. Obviously, we do not want sexual assault to occur. And if that happens, you should contact the cops immediately. But now, taking a note, taking a page from the notes of Miss Blasey Ford, one Meredith Watson has now come 20 years later claiming that the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Mr. Justin Fairfax, raped her 20 years ago. If I recall correctly, she hasn't even gone to the cops this time. Now she's going, hang on. And go find storm, impeachment, affirmed his innocence. He calls space it out. Due process, FBI declined for a comment. Okay, so at least, all right, so maybe she did go to the cops this time. Fairfax, who would succeed Northam if the governor resigns, was accused last week of sexual assault by a former colleague at the Democrat National Convention in Boston in 2004. Fairfax strongly denied the charges made by Vanessa Tyson, a political science professor at Scripps College in California. Gee, was Blasey Ford in academia too? She was! Lawyers for Fairfax's second accuser, Meredith Watson, released a statement days later saying Fairfax raped her while they were students at Duke University in 2000. Watson also said she would be willing to testify in an impeachment hearing. Despite the calls for his resignation, only Hope is pledged to seek impeachment. Hope is a fifth-term delegate from Arlington among the most liberal district. He's white knighting. He's trying to get a 3-year-old girls I cannot stand by silently. What about burden of proof? What about guilty until proven innocent until proven guilty? That doesn't matter. They're on the warpath. It's a witch hunt. He could have damn well done it. But we will have an investigation and a trial. But they see blood in the water. They'll eat their own. And so I sit back here and watch and enjoy as what is in all likelihood false accusations, because that's increasingly what they are now. It's really sad. It's increasingly what they are, is false accusations. Some guy gets to power. Some guy broke up with a girl a while ago. Some girl they got vengeance. Nobody puts baby in the quarter. The Emma Solkowitz, the Mattress Girls, the University of Virginia. Was that the Rolling Stone? There's so many. There's so many that I'm sorry, I don't believe it anymore. I'm like, if in the olden days, young innocent Cappy would have believed it. If you said you were raped, oh gosh, we better get you. But old Cappy back in the old days, what is it? Let's get you the police and get you the rape kit so we could get the evidence of the guy. Now, it's, I don't know what this is. 20 years later, you make the accusation instead of calling the cops immediately? No. I call bullshit. I call complete bullshit. So, I think this person, who I'm about to mention, has made himself a nice little bond, a nice little investment that's going to pay out, what would we say, biannual dividends, biannual interest payments? Because how often do these ludicrous accusations, these fake rape accusations occur now? Is it once a year, once every 6 months? All right. My buddy, Randall Bentwick, who wrote the book, The Pence Principle, Lessons All Men Must Learn from Fort Kavanaugh, basically it's a book on how not to get falsely accused of rape, how not to get falsely accused of sexual assault. And the reason I say it's a biannual or biennium or whatever, twice a year dividend payment for it, because this is happening about every 6 months. And every 6 months, something like this, I'm going to bring this up again. And the reason why it's very important for you young boys not to end up like Mr. Fairfax here. And again, we could be wrong. He could have actually raped these women. That could have actually happened, and there might be testimony, and we've been proven wrong. But so far, it's like 0 for 5, 0 for 10. when times for actual proof and all you get the text messages and you find out, well, she was all over this guy. They were on happy terms. And you find out it's just petty revenge. I'm sorry. Girls, we want you to be protected. We do not want you getting raped. Absolutely not. This is why we need you to help us catch the rapists. So if you are raped, please go to the cops immediately. Get the rape kit test done. All right, that's serious shit. But for the rest of you attention whores out there, or politically incentivized, for those of you that have political incentive, Miss Blasey Ford, no. No, you're lying. You're just lying. You're liar, pants on fire. You're lying. Knock it off. This isn't funny. And if you're not lying, well, maybe you should go on a speaking circuit to tell young women that if they're raped, to immediately go to the cops. What are we supposed to believe and do 20 years after the fact? All right. Pence Principle. Get it. Every time this happens, this should be a bestseller. And then our good buddy Randall Bentwick will give himself maybe a quarterly dividend. Can the nationwide popular in the news false rape accusations, could that be a quarterly event and then Randy gets his quarterly dividend check? All right, see you guys later. Toodles.